Hello all and welcome to your new job. Nah, I'm just joking with you guys. /ref anyway, welcome back. Today we're gonna be drawing the one, the only, Soundwave. Oh yeah. You heard me. Let's get to it. Alright, not gonna lie, I barely remember drawing this one. But what I do remember is the absolute struggle this pose was. I dreamed of drawing this pose, I really did, but once I actually got to it, I was mad. Like real mad. Everything below his waist was going wrong. My collaged references were all the wrong angles and looks. I mean, I somehow even cropped out his shoulders on it, which is like, his most important part and defining feature. Thankfully I just pulled some references up on the side off screen, and consulted my Soundwave figure. Love him, look at that little man. But besides that, I genuinely have no idea what was going through my head. Pretty sure half this time it was just blank and empty, maybe a little mad. It got a little spicy, hot, heated, not that kind, dumbass. Anyway. Let me tell you a story since I don't remember much. Okay, so my life's pretty boring. I was homeschooled. I dropped out of middle school for homeschool. But my life actually had its moments. I mean, when I wasn't doing school I was on Discord, still am. Shout out to my Scotsman and British bitch, don't forget the Transformers friends. But the calls between me and my friends are normally nothing less than chaotic. I was on call last night, at the time this was written, and me and Scotsman were watching Transformers. Now here is a very important detail about this friend, and when we watch things. He is a chronic pauser and talker. We watched the 2007 Transformers movie once, which is a 2-hour and 30-minute movie, right? We somehow stretched that movie to 4.5 hours, nonetheless, we were 50 seconds in and he had already found something to pause about, and it was Chip, and him somehow being able to fit in Bumblebee with his chair. Now this isn't the funny bit, we have a game where we point out all the animation mistakes with the Transformers, miscolors, different voices, missing character, wrong background characters. We even pointed out Shockwave being in the background of a random scene when he was still on Cybertron. Now here's the scene. We are 2 minutes and 50 seconds into this episode. He paused, we start talking about Megatron's alt mode and I explain the reasoning behind it. They added an id mass shifting. Then I bring up the fact Megatron split himself into smaller guns, vaguely similar, and spread them around the Earth. Now, this man says, I fully expected you to say Megatron split himself into a woman, and this is where it all starts to go downhill. I believe we started rambling about Megatron suddenly having kids, and then we're 15 minutes in and already talking about MILF Megatron. He says, I was already on the edge and was laughing harder from a previous joke I can't mention here. Now, that whole interaction probably lasted 30 minutes to an hour, and what was supposed to be a 22-minute episode, suddenly turned into a 2-hour one. And this is only one of the times he has paused. We paused so many times, almost every 2 to 4 minutes. I love him so much, and I don't mind his pausing at all cause most of the time it gets really fucking funny, but holy shit. I don't know how he does it. Scotsman. Alright, so, I'm gonna tell another interaction I had with my British friend. One thing to note about them is currently their favorite thing in the world is Doctor Who, and MatPat/Ness. So unfortunately he can't call, but we do message a ton. And voice message, so I do hear his accent occasionally and it is amazing. This Christmas he made me edits, and some doodles. He's an amazing editor, and even though he has no idea anything about Transformers, he edited me Transformers and I love him for that, seriously. But the doodles, most of them were like amazing. He drew some of my fave characters, and some other things. Now, he drew Bayverse Optimus in the corner, and he's never drawn Transformers, and oh my god, he looked traumatized. I loved it, but that isn't even the best part. He also drew Transformers Prime Starscream. I loved EFP Starscream. He's one of my favorites personality displayed wise. His design is also very good and pretty. But this drawing was a hellspawn. It was good until the face and hands got included, and the coloring was literally the best thing I've ever seen. It was glorious. It would kill a Victorian child though. Okay, so my Pinterest is public. Me and my British friend have this running joke since, well, forever. When I first met him he was super into the Beatles, Queen, etc. And I follow him on Pinterest so his saves get sometimes into my feeds. I don't remember how, but I have a questionable board that was from around 2015. Freddie Mercury was in the middle of said board, and he saw it while looking through my Pinterest. And now, we have this joke we randomly pull up as a reference: Freddie Mercury in a board full of insert questionable thing. I love my friends, I truly do, but sometimes they can be so chaotic it goes against my own thought process. Like, how do you guys do this? What went wrong in your childhood that caused this reaction of amazing chain reactions that put you here? Anyways guys, I think that's all I really have to say, and here's the end of the drawing. The finished product. Thank you all so much for watching. Here is my socials. And my commissions are open as well, so don't forget to check that out from the card link.